We've seen a surge in migration, 400,000 this year, 300,000 next, and then 260,000 for the few years after that. And this is the criticism from Peter Dutton, that while this surge has happened, the preparation in terms of infrastructure, housing and so on hasn't. Does the government need to focus more on that?
Peter Dutton will flip and flop on migration, but I think he's making a big mistake if he's playing these sorts of dog whistling games. Every serious commentator expected that when we opened the borders after being closed for a couple of years, there'd be a surge in migration to catch up. With 3.5% unemployment, businesses are crying out for skilled workers in order to get projects off the ground. They're able to employ more Australians when they get those key skilled workers in to create opportunities. And our Housing Australia Future Fund will add to housing supply. We just need the Liberals and the Greens to vote for it in the Senate, to vote for getting 30,000 more homes, additional homes for people with disabilities, Indigenous
Australians. Does it do enough though? The Greens are arguing that it's nowhere near enough, and that's why they're taking this stand?
The old stereotype critique of the Greens is that they'll allow the perfect to become the enemy of the good. And in this case, that is exactly what they're doing. They have some idea out there as to how much housing they'd like, and they're saying instead, because we can't get our perfect result, we're going to have zero new housing through the Housing Australia Future Fund. That approach makes no sense, to say nothing of the fact that at a local level, it's often Greens representatives that are holding up new housing developments in communities that need them.
Now, the budget reply tonight, the opposition leader we're told, will have a new policy. He'll likely be targeting that sort of cohort that we spoke about before, Middle Australia and the working families, as they were once called. Is there risk for government if Peter Dutton does sort of tailor his message to that group?
Look, I welcome new ideas. So I think wherever they come from, new ideas in politics are a great thing. Sadly, we saw none of that in Peter Dutton's first budget reply. It was all attacks and negativity. Now, Kieran, just near Peter Dutton's office, there's a John Brack painting which has a set of pencils, and next to that there's a little label, no. And I worry that Peter Dutton walks out each morning, looks at that painting, and that's how he writes his speeches for the day.
We will see tonight the budget reply, not long to wait. Andrew, Leigh, thank you as always, appreciate it.
Real pleasure, Kieran, thank you.